once you got your niche selected, it's time to move on and actually register a domain name for your website. And I also recommend registering an email address for the basically for the business as well to match your domain. Um, Definitely if you're going to be building an email list from this website, the traffic you're going to be getting for free, then you definitely need your own email address anyways. You can't use a free like Gmail address to send emails from. Uh, so that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I have a list of kind of like domain name ideas that I kind of refer to myself when I'm creating niche websites like this. That a lot of times it's kind of like sitting at a blank screen when you're trying to find an available domain name. You don't know what to type in to see if something's available. So I've collected these over the years, these ideas, and I just kind of insert the niche in front of whatever the words are. And I use these to search for domain names that are available. So those are just a few ideas. Another tool that I use is called the One Look Reverse Dictionary, which I've linked to right here. You can basically put in a word and it'll just give you like synonyms. So if you're having a hard time, like maybe the word secrets isn't available, whatever your niche is with secrets in it, you can type secrets and find another word that's kind of close to it. So it'll just give you some other ideas that maybe you wouldn't have thought of before. So mysteries, tricks, tips, keys, pointers, truths, details. So it just kind of gives you some more ideas. The reverse dictionary here, I use that quite a bit. So I'm going to just actually build out a demo site to use throughout the rest of this training, and I'm going to pick I'm going to pick a niche to use for that. So as we go along, I'm building out a new demo site to show you every single step of the way so that you can see exactly how I set this up on video here. So the niche I'm going to be using is gardening. Just again, we're already in the gardening niche, so kind of familiar with the niche, but really doesn't matter. You don't need to be familiar with this at all if you're not into any kind of hobbies or not really interested in anything that I had on the different niche ideas from the last video. So it doesn't really matter. You don't need to be, but I'm already familiar with it, so why not I can use this site if we need it for anything in the gardening business. So I'm going to actually close the reverse dictionary. Go over to Namecheap is who I recommend, and the first domain idea was niche secrets. So I'm going to go and type in gardening, which is the niche, and then secrets and .com. I almost always will pick a .com. It's rare that I don't pick a .com name. So that one's not available. Another thing you can do is kind of play with the name of the niche. So it's going to vary depending on what your niche is. But so gardening secrets is not available. Let's try garden secrets. Nope, that one's not available either. Garden secrets. What's another? Garden. So gardener. So somebody who works in the garden. Gardener. So just add an ER here. Gardener. So perfect. That one's available. Did I spell it right? Gardener secrets. Yeah. Wow. That's a really good one. So what I usually do is I'll make a list of the ones that I find that are available, and then narrow that list down from there. So I got a notepad file opened up off screen here. You can't see. I'm going to copy I'll find a few here just to give you an idea how I do this, and copy them and paste them over to that list. So I'll hit copy and just pasted them off screen here. And we'll come back, and what's the next one? So gardening informer. So we'll change it back to gardening Gardening Informer. I try to use two word domain names if possible. Two to three word domain names if possible. Four words in a domain is the most that I will ever do. So Gardening Informer. What about Garden Informer? No. Gardener Informer is too many ers. Go back to the next one. So site. Site's one that's rarely available. Garden site. Gardener site. Nope. Gardening site. Nope. So that's kind of what I do. You can go all the way down this and just kind of check it out yourself. I'll do a few more here. So Gardening Made Easy. Gardening Made Easy. Nope. Garden Made Easy is maybe Gardens Made Easy would make more sense if I had an S there. So that one's available, but somebody who already owns it is selling it for $861. So I'm not going to do that. What about Garden, just for the heck of it? Garden Made Easy, it's not available. Gardener Made Easy doesn't really make sense. Headlines. So we'll do gardening headlines. So that one's available. If I spelled it right, gardening headlines, yep. So copy that one over to the list. Let's see if there's any other ones for headlines. Garden headlines. That one's available too. Garden headlines. What about gardener headlines? Yep, gardener headlines. It's weird, but I like to say them out loud, even when I'm not recording a video, because in your mind when you say something, it's not the same as actually saying it and hearing yourself say it. Sometimes it just sounds weird, so you want to make sure. I'm like just so extremely picky with domain names, which you don't even need to be. Like, it could literally be all numbers, and like it's not going to affect the efficiency, or I'm sorry, it's not going to make the change the effectiveness of this strategy based on what your domain is. But long term, the more you make this into a real brand, your site, the more money you're going to make from it, like passively long term. If you have like a really cheesy domain name, then one that's like 6 words long, it just doesn't look professional, and the amount of money that you could potentially make is going to be way less, just because it just doesn't look like a legit business or a legit website. And I'm not one that's big on like branding and stuff like that, but like first impressions when somebody comes from Pinterest or Google, you want them to know they're in a place that is going to deliver good, useful information to them. So that's it's just a big thing for me. So I'm gonna go back and let's just see. I'm gonna go down this list and find a few of my favorites here. Actually, I mean, honestly, they're all my favorites, because this is the list I've kind of curated myself over the years. So I really like Insider, Reporter. Obviously, I used Survival Reporter. I mean, let's just see. Let's try Garden Reporter. Sometimes Namecheap does this, where it just spins and spins, and you just gotta kind of you don't need to refresh the page. Just like add a letter, and it fixes it. I don't know, it's a glitch or something. But Gardens Reporter doesn't really make a lot of sense. So let me try Gardening Reporter. So that's available. Copy that over the list. What was I actually trying to search? Garden Reporter. Let's see. Yeah, so that's usually actually what happens, is it gets hung up searching when it's typically like a premium one that somebody already owns. So that is a good domain. But so Gardening Reporter was available. Garden Reporter. Gardener Reporter, again, is too many errs. I like Insider too. Let's do Garden Insider. Ooh, $18,000. Gardening Insider. No. That's alright. What else we got? Tips. I doubt Tips is available. Advice. Madness. Resource. Discovery. Breakthroughs. Excerpts from the Bible. So Garden Bible, I think, is actually a popular site already. Garden Bible. Oh, maybe somebody already owns it and they're trying to sell it because it's getting hung up again. Let's do Gardens Bible. That's available, but Gardens Bible, I don't know. That's not horrible. I'll add it to the list. Gardens Bible. Sounds weird, but let's do Gardener Bible. Gardener Bible actually sounds way better than Gardens Bible. I'll add that one. I want to know just garden though. Yeah, somebody owns it, but it's not for sale. Maybe Gardening Bible. No, that's not available. So this is like, I said I was only going to do a few, but this is like fun. This is one of the like most fun parts for me for some reason. I don't know. Garden. What else we got? Gardening. Really like HQ too. It's like a nice short name. Let's see. Gardening HQ. That's not available. Garden. That one's taking too long. Gardener HQ is available. I like the short ones like that. That's a good one. Gardener HQ. What about Gardens HQ? Usually when it takes a long time like that, it's not available. So it's a premium one, but no. That's right. Gardener. What was the other one that was hung up on Gardens? Yeah, registered in 2019 by somebody. Let's do one more. I do like Cheat Sheet too, and Confidential. Daily and weekly journal, digested news. News is so rarely available, which kind of makes sense. Garden News, it's kind of one of those been around forever type deals. $3,800. Let's do Gardening News, which I'm sure that's really expensive. Gardener News. Nope. What else was it? Daily, Gardener Daily. It's too much money. I don't ever buy, these kind of domains. Journal. Actually, I wanted to look at daily. What was the other? Garden Daily. Gardening Daily. It's taking too long. Gardens Daily. Back to gardening now and see. I'm guessing it's not available. Journal Digest. Gardening Digest. Garden Digest. Gardener. So Gardener Digest is actually, that is a really good one. It's like, it sounds like a magazine. Alright, I got a good list of them here, so let me bring this list over and hopefully you can see this list. I just now thought of that. I'm not sure if my recording software is showing everything or not, but either way, I'm going to look at this list real quick and just pick my favorite. So I'll read them back to you in case you can't see this list. Gardener Secrets. These are all .coms. Gardener Secrets, Gardening Headlines, Garden Headlines, Gardener Headlines, Gardening Reporter, Gardens Bible, Gardener Bible, Gardener HQ, and Gardener Digest. Man, there's a lot of really good ones in that list. That's crazy. Oh man, that's a tough one. Gardener Digest. I really like Gardener HQ and Gardener Digest. I'm gonna go with Gardener Digest. So I'm just gonna copy it straight from my list, put it back in here. Well, it's already got it in there, I think. Gardener Digest. Make sure I'm spelling it right. All right, so that's it. Next step is just to purchase it. Like I said, if you are going to be eventually or even right away building an email list, then I would definitely recommend getting a business email for this domain name. And I always get mine now from actually straight from Namecheap. So they've changed this around quite a bit. I'm assuming it's Professional Email Ultimate. I don't know. Fast, secure, reliable email system designed for all your personal business needs. I don't know. I just need an email address, so let me go to checkout and see if I can add it. You might have just changed the name of it to that. I can always add an email to the end of it. So I'm going to create a new account just so you can see, again, step by step how to do all this. Create a username here. Do something descriptive. Gardner Dustin. Password, I will let Google suggest one for me. And I need an email address to sign up with that I haven't used. I don't know if I've used this or not. I don't need any kind of newsletters. Create an account. Yeah, it's already in use. So, dang it, why do they remove all that stuff? All right. So this should work. This is a little Gmail trick. Oh, it's not. They're saying it won't work. So I'm gonna have to. I might as well just use our actual gardening business email. That way I keep it separate. Go. I don't need to do. Actually, I will put it under. I'll just put it under my business. Phone number. Don't need a fax number. Continue. So this stuff you can just all leave the same, kind of basic domain name registration stuff. One reason I like using Namecheap is that you get free whois protection, is what that's called, meaning that your information is private from people who want to find out who owns a domain name. So you can just keep all this as is. We'll hit continue. And so now you need to do payment info. So I'm going to I'm just gonna pause pause the video real quick, fill out this field, and then scroll down so that we can continue. So I'm gonna pause that real quick. Okay, so I got that card info entered right up there, and now we can keep going. If you want to have your domain automatically renew, you can go ahead and check that. I'm just going to leave it as is. I'll hit continue. If they don't give me the option to add the email here, then I'll have to just go back and do that in a right after we order. You can just add it on. So I was going to try and add it. I don't know if that's going to screw anything up. We'll try and see here. So yeah, like they used to have email right here. It's just weird that they like took that off. Oh well, I'll have to add it later on. So we got all that. That's good. Keep going. All right, let's just finish this, and I'll add email at the end there. Hey now. Cool. So the purchase is finished. Let me go into manage and see if I can get the email address added real quick before the end of this video. So it's right here. Private email, buy now. I just do the yearly option. The starter is all you need. You don't need all kinds of space or anything for this. One mailbox is good. So click email, get email, and it's going to be for a domain I already own. And I'm going to click select on the domain right there. If you have a bunch of them, you can just type in right there and find it. So it's selected. Click continue. Just one mailbox. Add to cart. 1 year. Confirm order. Alright, I can use my info that I just used. So by default, it's automatically set to renew. That's fine. You can always change the automatic renewals inside your account. Click continue. And just verify everything's good. You've got to accept the terms here and click pay now. So this is going to just automatically give me an email account for my domain for GardnerDigest.com. So I can either name it like my own personal name, or I can just do support, or whatever you want to use for the name of it. So to create that mailbox, you click that, and let's see. So here's auto renew. You haven't created a mailbox yet, so you can click create mailbox. So here's where you can kind of come up with a name. So I'm just gonna use Dustin. If you want to use a pen name, you can use a pen name. If you just want to do support and not have any kind of face of the business, you can do that. Personally, if you're going to build an email list and send emails, I would at least pick a name, whether it's yours or a pen name. I'm going to type my own password here. So, because you need this, the email account you're going to be actually logging into is not inside of Namecheap. It's on another domain name, so you kind of need to know what the password is. It's 5 gigs of storage is good. Click save. And you'll get emails sent to you from Namecheap with all the login info for that email address. But you can also log into Namecheap, go to the private email section, and then go down here and click that, and then click open webmail, and you'll need to log in here. So it'll take you to privateemail.com, and that's where you're going to log in. So you log in with your new domain, your new email address. GardnerDigest.com, and then the password I created. Oops. And I'll save that password. So now you can manage all your your stuff from in here. All any emails we get sent here. You can also set up this email inside of a a web client or an email client. Like I use Airmail for Mac, and I use Airmail on my phone. You can have all that stuff set up through privateemail.com. They have instructions on how to do all that stuff up here. So yeah, so that's it for this video. The next part is going to be connecting your domain name to Cloudflare, which is optional, but I will cover all that info in the next video. So I will see you in the next video.